come nobody's ever tried to be a superhero?
Dude, if anybody did it in real life, they'd be dead in like a day.
A day.
Hello again, I'm Blunty, and this is my review of Kick-Ass, except it's not really going to be a review of Kick-Ass because, frankly, I've had a hell of a week and I feel like I've had my own ass kicked, and that disappoints me to say that because I was trying to get through this entire non-review without making that obvious pun to the title of the movie. Alright, so acknowledging that I feel like hammered crap and this will not be an in-depth, detailed review of the movie, I'm gonna say this much. Go see this movie. It's awesome.
There's a dude dressed like a superhero defending a bunch of guys. It's awesome!
Okay, maybe a little more detail would be helpful to you people out there trying to make the decision whether to spend your hard-earned cash on a theatre ticket to see this movie. You should, by the way, see this movie. When I first saw the trailers for Kick-Ass, I was excited by it, but not thrilled. I saw it, and the trailer gave me the impression that this was going to be a movie in the vein of Mystery Men, or even Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. Kind of a light-hearted satire, a parody of the superhero genre, and I expected it to be fun and exciting and all that sort of stuff. And then I saw the movie, and I went, that trailer did not represent this movie quite the way that I thought it did.
Kick-Ass really proved that one individual can make a difference.
Kick-Ass.
Red mist. Oh, fuck me, that kinda hurt. Whew. You wanna go fight some crime?
This movie is not a light-hearted parody of superhero adventures. It takes it seriously. What if ordinary people put on costumes and started to fight crime as if they were superheroes? And the movie unfolds and tells that story and tells the real consequences of something like this. And while it is funny in places, I mean, it is really, really funny in places, and there are some lovely sort of tips of the hat and nods to previous superhero TV shows and films. Like there's some Spider-Man references in there, there's some Batman references in there as well, and I just cracked my finger right in front of the microphone. You probably heard that, a bit distracting. What was that crack? That was my finger, because I'm falling apart.
I'm Hit Girl, and that's Big Daddy.
Hell, this film even has Nicolas Cage in it, a man who I have not enjoyed on film in a very, very, very long time. And he's fantastic in this. He plays a character called Big Daddy, who is a kind of Batman-esque kind of character. And when he's in costume, Nicolas Cage has added a kind of Adam West Batman lilt to the way he delivers his line. And it's just absolutely wonderfully entertaining. And like I said, this is the first time I've enjoyed Nicolas Cage on screen in ages. And I'm kind of glad to be enjoying him again, because when he is good, he is spectacularly good, but when he's awful, God save me, he's hard to watch. Not in this film, though. And every fight scene in this film is a blisteringly beautiful ballet of brutality. Some of the best fight scenes that have ever been shot, in my opinion. Now, don't be fooled by the promotional materials of this film, like I was. It's not a light-hearted thing, it's serious, it's brutal. Don't take a kid to see this film, because they'll be shocked. I mean, the fights are brutal, the language is harsh. There is an 11-year-old girl who says the C word, for heaven out loud.
Let's see what you can do now.
I had a wonderful, wonderful time watching this movie. And I had my expectations subverted, and so it was beautifully shot, and the fight scenes and everything. And yeah, look, I'm sorry for being all over the place. Was there anything I didn't like about this movie? Well, there's a sort of love story in there, and normally in superhero movies those love stories kind of fall a bit flat and aren't really fleshed out enough because the focus is elsewhere in the story. And the same thing happens here. The love story arc it feels a bit empty and unconvincing, really, but that's not really that uncommon for this type of action superhero movie kind of thing, and you deal with it, you move on, because the rest of the movie is just so entertaining.
You want to get a dog?
Yeah, a cuddly fluffy one. And a brought movie star makeover Sasha. I'm just fucking with you, Daddy. I love a bench big model 42 butterfly knife.
Oh, child. You always knock me for a loop.
One part of the ending, no spoilers here, but one part of the ending felt a little bit weak and felt it strayed away from the core of what made the movie really, really great. But aside from that, it's, I mean, you know, how many movies don't stumble just a little bit? But everything else was just unbelievably fantastic. I was figuratively glued to my seat and just having a really wonderful time in the cinema seeing this movie. Look, I know this non-review review has been all over the shop, and that's because I've had a hell of a week and I'm tired and I've fallen sick because I haven't eaten properly and I've been working myself to the bone and all that sort of stuff, and my brain is just sort of fizzing out on me in a big way. But the take-home message, and I've said this, what, 3 or 4 times in this video already, go see this movie. It is one of the best superhero movies that have ever come out.
Is it gonna hurt bad?
Oh, child. Only for a second, sugar. A handgun bullet travels at more than
700 miles an hour.
700 miles an hour. So at close range like this, the force is going to take you off your feet for sure, but it's really no more painful than a punch in the chest.
I hate getting punched in the chest.
You're going to be fine, baby doll.
And I fully expect that most people who review this film will struggle to resist the urge to use the plainly too obvious pun of kick-ass kicking ass, so I won't. And I'll just leave you here. I've been Blunty. I'm sorry for brain farting all over your YouTubes today. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. I need rest.
How do I get a hold of you?
You just contact the mayor. He has a special signal that shines in the sky. It's in the shape of a giant cock.